What's up guys, the Bobcat here and welcome back to our Fallen Enchantress Legendary Heroes playthrough as the Kingdom of Altar, which has been customised a little bit to our own tastes. And last time we fought an army and I did a lot of talking about all the different factions and their special abilities and things. So this time, as you saw last time, we did suffer a bit of damage. So us just standing around, we will slowly heal up. Can we move? We can. So we'll move out a bit, just out of the way of that ruffian army so they don't come and attack us, because again the world is quite dangerous. Over here we have 3 turns left on that, so we'll just end the turn. We are losing money as well because of our army upkeep. Did we end the turn? We did. Wow, that was quick. So we'll head to these dark caverns, get +1 fame, and we get a shield. A withered shield. Let's have a look at that. Yes, we will equip that because it's not... well, because we don't suffer any negative penalties to equipping it. And we'll move back just to avoid that army. So we'll then turn again. It's quite slow, but... well, I won't say slow burning, quick burning early on, because there's not much we can really do. Suppose we'll go and grab those lost goods. Defense for fools. Let's have a look at that. In fact, we'll equip this poison sack as well. So this gives us what? +1 dodge. Sure, we'll take that. Can't use it on any of our units, so we might as well use it on our main hero. So we will end turn again, and we now have a merchant. So we are not losing money anymore, but we're not really gaining any. We have 5 seasons left until we have finished research. Ooh, a Darkling army. These guys are really annoying. That little laugh they have. Each one of them says that, and you can get into fights with units of 9 of them, so that's really irritating. But for now, we'll just keep burning through turns. Now our settlement has grown, so it gets to specialise. So Conclave is research, Fortress is production and units, and Town is expansion, really. Now, I haven't really had much experience with these before, and I don't really know which one I'd choose first. But when I watched Get Dave's series, which was what inspired me to buy this game and play it for myself, he did Fortress first, and I found Fortress to be quite nice because it gives us a lot of production, and we can get units out, some really nice units out really quickly. So I think I will choose Fortress for the first city. Again, might not be the most optimum way. The town may be better early on because you can expand and get more population and things. Big zone of control, more research and things, but I think we'll stick with the Fortress. So now it is a Fortress, which means it gets some special things like the training yard, the hedge wall and the forge. So we think we'll move on to this odd hut. The farmhouse fence is broken down, the cow lays dead in the field with a pair of bite marks the size of a short sword. The wound still oozes a greenish-white infection. The cow's eyes are forever trapped in an expression of terror and pain. Any other livestock kept here were once gone. Something similar to that. The farmhouse so quiet it appears abandoned, but when you draw close, a young man with a spear jumps out and asks who he is. He tells you your story. The farmhouse was attacked. His parents were killed by the giant spider, or his mother's on his deathbed even. So we get a spearman unit for doing this, and it's a weak threat, so we can do it. May I see your mother? The young man takes you inside where his brothers tend to the mother. She's very weak, but focus when you enter the room. Please, please kill that creature, or my sons. She drifts off again. We will kill the creature. We don't have enough mana to heal her, sadly, so she will sadly pass away. But we will get a spearman unit out of it. So we can really, well, we'll just have another unit, and we can take up to 5 units at the moment. So continue moving on. We have finished research, so we'll move on to restoration. I'll get us workshops and things, which are quite nice. I will return later actually, because our units aren't quite fully healed, and I would like them to be before we get into battle. So we'll rest, move out. But we can move back into the city, heal up a bit quicker. Now we have accumulated enough fame here to attract another champion to our cause. So we have Irel and Insler. So which one do we want? We have an Altmar with life discipline, We have Insler, who is of the same blood as us. He has rescue, and he has earth magic. And speaking of magic, that's something I forgot to do. So maybe choosing him wouldn't be a bad thing. But I think I'll choose Insler. Recruit Insler. So there he is. He will join up with our army. So now we have Insler. And the thing I forgot to do was go to spells. Here we have all our spells we can cast. We have Aura of Might, Propaganda, Meditation, Enchanted Hammers, and a bunch of other things we can cast. What we're going to cast is Enchanted Hammers. Because the amount of essence in your city depends how many enchantments you can have. So doing that gives us +1 mineral, which increases our production. So this is going to be done in 2 turns rather than, I think it was 4 before. So we'll grab our units and we'll head out to the Cobweb Ruins. I don't really want to attack just yet. Again, I want to make sure my units are pretty much fully healed before I do. So we'll attack now. And what do we have to fight? Just a very big spider. Okay, so we will move there and we'll hit it. It's a very strong spider, mind you. You guys can move there. Insler can move there and hit it. That's fine. Don't mind being webbed. You guys whack it. And now it's just a matter of beating on it until it dies. Oh god, that was painful. Okay, can you? No, I think you'll just go for normal hits. We've probably lost that militia unit now, which is kind of a shame. I was hoping we wouldn't lose any units early on. Oh no, they survived. Phew, that's incredible. I thought they were done for. So they are thankfully still alive. Losing them would have been kind of painful. So we'll go to trade and we'll swap this ink sack to Insler so he can equip it. So he now does some poison damage. And we will return to the farm, where we will get a unit of spearmen. So we'll end turn. Continue moving. Still got that ruffian army there, which we will go deal with soon enough. Let's head back to the odd hut. The mother is dead. Her sons bury her, and they swear devotion. So we now have brothers Spartus, and we get fame and experience. So fame is accumulated by building things or doing quests and things. So we'll have a look at the brothers. They have special spears and bronze shields. They are of Crack's blood, which is why they have those. And they're alright. They'll eventually outlive their usefulness and we will have to disband them. But for now, they're really nice to have. So end turn once again. We could attack this ruffian army, and I think we will. It's weak as well, so we're medium now. I do believe that where the army is defined is by its number of levels. So because we have a level 2 and a bunch of level 1s, we are so strong. But when we say get how do I say this? Oh, wrong way of saying that, I should say. So as our units level up, our army gets stronger and stronger and stronger. And these brothers early on do 9 times 3, so they're pretty much going to kill anything we come across early on. He dodged, good. Yeah, you guys can come in and take a whack at it. Nice, bludgeoned him to death. And 2 of our units have leveled up again. Very nice. And now we will go and loot the camp. So what did it have? +1 fame and a padded vest. Let's have a look at that. Well, we don't have any armour, so we'll put it on. End turn once again. Grab this. Ooh, an ice spear. That is very nice. That's a really powerful weapon. I think we'll give that to Inslo actually. It doesn't say it's better than what he's got, but it does give us a lot of nice things. So we'll swap it over to Inslo. So there's a life shard there, which we will eventually get. Probably build an outpost there to get that. We have the ancient ruins, that Darkling army. So I think we'll just go and explore a little bit, as there's not much else we can really do. Okay, so we're starting to get a decent amount of research per turn. So I think we will start working on... Ooh, I think leatherworking. So we can unlock a new type of unit, essentially. Well, we don't unlock units, we just get the technology to build those units. So those defenders we saw, which are there, they're clubmen with special leather armour and wooden shields and things. Ooh, we have a bear cub. Now that's a medium because it has maul, and as I said earlier, maul can really decimate units if you're not careful when you fight them. So you guys can go there. Next turn we'll attack the boar. Ooh, there's an air shard there. That's quite nice. Ooh, and wargs. That is very nice. Wargs are... They're essentially like horses except with different abilities, and they're also giant wolves. So we'll fight this bear. Again, the bear cub may not look dangerous, it actually is very dangerous. It does 7 damage per hit and it can attack many times before it's finished. But it should be dead before it even gets to do anything. There we go, we gained 4 experience, Inslow's leveled up. And what do we want to make Inslow? Well, as soon as I can choose that option. So we could get Air Discipline, but I think I'll get Healer for now. I often like choosing that. And it's difficult to choose what I think I'll make Inslow. I think I'll go Warrior with him. I've never really had much experience with these two, the Assassin or the Defender. I've had a little bit of experience with the Mage, but I think we'll choose Warrior. You know, make him into a bit more of a damagey character. We also have no construction because our turn button has turned yellow. So we will choose something to build. We'll get the workshop, I think, bell tower, and the Tower of Domination, because why not? It doesn't cost anything to build apart from time. So we'll continue on. You can go there. And we get some boots. And we can equip those, so why not? Did we lose a dodge when we did that? Yes, we did, because we're wearing bunny slippers. So we'll keep the bunny slippers. And we'll trade this to Inslow. There we go. We have another quest there, which is another odd hut, so we may get another group of spearmen from it. Find out. An old battlefield. Want to make sure there's nothing coming from this Darkling camp and attacking us. So, odd hut. No, a person of restoration. Oh, and in the last episode, I've just realised I called us enchanters. We are channelers because of that crystal we touched. So an old woman sits staring at a cauldron, a kettle and a large fire. Her hair is grey, long and kept. She wears dark robes. La-di-da-di-da. Oh my, a channeler comes to grace my little home, the woman says. I'm afraid I don't have anything, but would you like some soup? Thank you, I will join you. The soup is, well, not poisoned, which is about as good as you hope for. The old woman introduces herself, a mother and a grandmother who's outlived her husband, children and grandchildren. She's also sometimes called an alchemist. She will give us a potion if we gather flowers. So we'll go and do that. Also move on to this old battlefield. There's a fire shard down there, and timber wolves. Ooh. See if we can avoid those for now. The workshop is now complete, so we've increased production. Ooh, and some more places to build cities. I have to keep an eye on those. See if we can get a better view. A crag spawn. That is a really nice place for a city. A 432. Very, very nice. We could turn that into a town or a conclave. I'm thinking of conclave, just so we can get better research. So we'll keep going through turns. Get to this field. We will collect the leaves for the woman, and now we return them. Didn't have to fight anything actually, which is quite surprising. So we'll start heading our way back. Still nothing attacking us, thankfully. And how long has this been going on for? Phew, 14 minutes. Thought it might have been going on a little bit longer than that. Ooh, she's really excited to see us. She's cleaned up. Oh, the soup out of the kettle has thin white cream, blah blah blah. But when she turns turns to the remains of a man. What? Sorry, I misread that completely. But when she turns, the remains of a man stand before her as patchwork as her robes. Dried blood covers every patch of him, and a sword has pierced his chest and is still hanging out, broken off at the hilt. The potion is mine, he says. He wheezes his words through the wound in his chest. Attack! So a butcher man. He's weak to fire if you notice. So if we can get that a bit further this way. There it is, vulnerable to magic actually. He has rage and undying curse. So Insler, go forward and stab him. He won't last very long, he's not very tough. He's already dead. There we go. Ooh, so we have the potion. The potion, please. We could give it the potion, I suppose. Which I think would be nice. I mean, we've got no real use for it, I don't think. So yeah, I think we'll give the creature the potion and see what happens. Okay, we've got a new man following us. So we now have a butcher man with us. Not very strong, but I suppose he could have his uses. He does have rage after all. So we'll keep him around. We can't really do anything at the moment because we don't have an increased army size. So we'll head this way, I think. Probably wasn't worth getting the butcher man. After all, he's not the most toughest thing in the world. Can't even upgrade him or anything. 6 hit points, 9 attack. Now I think we'll just dump him back at the city and leave him there. Like I do with all the people who I don't use. So we really want to get another city up here quickly. So we'll have to start building some pioneers soon. Ooh, a 333, that is very nice. A dragon statue, that's part of the end quest, I believe. Yeah, the final quest, or one of the final quests. We could have that. Ooh, it's difficult to decide. I think I'd build it there. Get the more essence out of it. When we rise from the earth, you will do well to fear us. Sure. So we can get some magic. I think we will grab... Ooh. I think knowledge, so we can increase some production. So we'll go deal with this crag spawn. Shouldn't be too difficult. He's only got... well, he's actually quite a lot of health. We will move round the long way because we have rush. So you can see how useful rush is. So our spearman. Our special spearman. And now our militia. Again, that rush, really, really useful. So that's already dead. And our brothers of Spartus leveled up. So we have a lot of things around here. But there is where we're going to build our city. Have to watch out for this crag spawn army, because when we build our city, they may want to come and attack us, and if they do, they will destroy our city, and we won't be able to build anything around here, because for some reason all the icons disappear when they do. So, Pioneer, start building one of those, and then we'll start building... Ooh, I think we will build the training yard, and the garden, the forge, and all that stuff. So we'll start building all of them. Can you move again? No, you can't, so we'll end turn. We have a quest there, or it's the dragon statue. And that 333 is where we're going to build the city. And get a lot of nice bonuses on that. Fight this bandit army. It's not much of an army really, it's a wolf and a man. There and chop him up. Can you kill that? Yes, you can. You two should be able to move there and kill him. That's him dealt with. We got a wolf pelt and some gilder. Ooh, there's a lot of nice places around here. Again, I'm sticking with the 333, but there's a lot of choice. And we've even got a humble inn, and I think that will get us some archers going there. And I may have mentioned that archers were really rubbish, but early on they're actually really useful and good to have if you can get them. You get them from doing a quest, which I believe is this humble inn. Ooh, so we have a 241 there. Oh, we get a warding kite shield. Sure. Remove the darkling threat. It's a medium. We should be able to handle some darklings. Attack the darklings. Ah, he shrunk my militia. Okay. It's your choice, but it's not what I'd have gone for. Darklings, really weak, but they come in packs. And we'll attack this guy. Later on I think we'll focus on thinning down numbers rather than killing them. Ooh, we'll go there and just kill him off. I would prefer to use him on him. You guys can rush to there. And use Crushing Blow. Crushing Blow does a lot of damage. However, it does reduce accuracy, which won't be much of a problem later on once we start upping our main hero to have better things. So with Inslow, we think we will get, well, lethal would be nice, but disciplined would be nice as well, per level. We'll start off with disciplined. So we can take the metal or the shield. I will take the shield. I will equip that, and we have a new hero. So we have Jackus and Assyria. Or Arisa. Don't know how to say that. So he's of Alarian, not Aryan, Altarian even, and she is of Almerian. So I think we'll choose her because she has the life, which I think will give us some nice abilities. Yeah, it's difficult to decide. They're not very good, either one of them. She's a mage, he's a defender. We'll take the mage. She can go back to the city. Perhaps she'll come in use later on. Our pioneer is complete. So we could afford, I think we'll just go straight for the city. And we will build a outpost here later on. Because connecting your cities is very important. Ooh. What is that? Built of precognition. I will equip that. Means we dodge missile attacks easier. You can continue on back. And I suppose you guys can just hang around here. We have unlocked the study. So we'll move on to shard harvesting. And over here we will also want to train another set of pioneers. We'll actually put them forward, I think, to there. Can't rush them yet because we haven't unlocked that ability. Or technology, I should say. Again, you guys can just skip your turn. We're a medium, but we can't fight that strong. You guys are moving. Again, they only move one through forest, so that's why it's taking them so long to get there. So we'll select the pioneers. How long will it take you to get there? 6 turns. I suppose we can send you guys down here. See if there's anything else. Another squad has been built. We'll put you there. 1, 2, 3. I think we'll catch it. So we'll put it there. That'll give us the biggest coverage, I think. Put you there. And we gain a vial of poison. Oh, and a bear cup. We'll go and butcher that. So the vial of poison, I think we'll trade it to Inslow. And then we'll go beat up this bear. So you guys can move. I'm worried about that crack spawn army just attacking us as we walk through, so I want to get back there quickly. So Inslow, you can rush. How much damage do I do? Not enough. I'll skip my turn and we'll see if we can get the spearman round there. We cannot. That's irritating. So here we see Maul. Oh, thank God we dodged. Okay, I thought for a second there we were going to see Maul in action, but turns out we weren't. We got very lucky. If we'd been mauled, we would have suffered a lot of damage, to say the least. You guys can go there. And spears have a special ability called Impale. It allows them to essentially strike 2 squares in front of them. So if there's a unit there as well, they would damage them and them. But we can just use it like this and deal with him that way. Very nice. Hit the microphone, I apologise. And with him, we will get leadership 1, I think. I don't know, I've never really used road building. Sounds very useful though. We'll get leadership 1, so our men aren't missing as much. Again, accuracy, quite important. So we'll grab the cave of the bear. Ooh, we have met Ruslin. Or Resolin. Resolin? Where are they? Are you over here? I don't know where they are. Apparently we saw them. Perhaps we saw them with our other units moving. A wither scroll, I believe that is. So you guys head back to there. You guys head over to here actually. I want to see if we can avoid that army. You can build an outpost there. Gets us a lot of things. Can't build that just yet. Can't build the high tower either. But once we get that, we'll be able to grab this and a few other things. So you can continue on back. You have not moved, but you can. So we will open tech tree. We've got shard harvesting. Getting enchantments would be really nice, but I think we will just get... Ooh. I think we'll get training. Unlock the barracks. And here we will settle our second city. So settle. 333. It's good. Don't know if we need all 3, but yeah, we'll use them. So new city. Build the monument first, the workshop next. You guys can move into there. That gets rid of some of the unrest. It does suffer from a lot of unrest because it's not contingent or whatever it is to the capital. That's why we sort of built that. Build the air shard. What was that? Wargs are in our control and enemies. So there's timber wolves. I have to go and deal with them soon enough. In turn, Warlord Vega or whatever his name is has come to say hello. So how's things building here? Build a study. I think we will want that. Get the garden going. Just really want to wait for this place. Ooh, I forgot. Enchanted hammers. And what do some of these things do? We can get +1 mana per essence, so that'll be 3 from there. Propaganda. I think we'll choose propaganda. And we'll end turn. So that place is now expanded, even though it doesn't appear to have. It has. See? And hopefully these places will be able to connect up. If not, we'll just have to build another outpost. Well, there's Roslin. Built a squad of scouts. Probably a smart idea to do that, but never had much use of scouts. In fact, we could probably build some. But no, I think for now we'll leave it, and we'll continue on. There's Roslin again. Not Roslin, it's Roselin or whatever her name is. Yeah. Got scouts everywhere. And we'll have to deal with this Craigspawn army soon. But I think we can leave them for now. In fact, we could probably do with building some defenders. Or we could just upgrade our militia. So we can't afford to upgrade them, sadly. It costs 93 gold and we don't have that much. We do have propaganda, which is giving us some more. So I could probably cast it here as well. That'll get us 1.8. That's nice. quick save and continue on. Now that they've moved into our territory, I think we'll move out and beat them to death. Or it to death. It's quite far away actually, and it can get to us and we can't get to it. So I think for now we'll just move our units forward into a line and just prepare for it to run up to us. Oh, it used a shield bash type ability. It's probably called something else because it's a creature, but it was shield bash. Just beat on it now. Our spearmen here should be able to deal with it. There we go. Again, gaining units from quests is very powerful early on. So you guys can head back. Continue on. Those Timberwolves are probably going to go after that army. And we can get weaponry, magics, or civilization. Agriculture, don't think could be a bad thing. Well, none of these are bad to take. But immediately, I think we will start working on charms. Start working in the magic section. And I think I will actually end this part here because it is on to 30 minutes now. So hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this series. I'm going to enjoy playing it because it's one of my, I would say one of my favourite games, but I've only recently started playing it. So, you know, but I'm enjoying it a lot. So I hope you guys enjoy this too. And I will see you guys next time. And a quick thing before I go, the EU4, as I said in the previous part, will continue. We're going to stop as Muscovy and maybe restart as someone else. Somewhere, maybe someone in China, maybe, because they have some, maybe Ming, because they have very interesting abilities, or not abilities, very interesting faction system to them. So, I will see you guys next time.